Hi there parents, I've sent all of you Ironbarkers a letter just outlining some of the changes for next week. You will have heard, no doubt, as we did in the media, that students would be returning next Monday, 25th of May, full-time. And it's a great relief to us as teachers. This change in the way we do things has been really difficult, and I think you'd agree that our Ironbarkers team have done an amazing job. Amazing bunch of teachers, dedicated and very skilled in what they do in a whole range of new ways too. So it's been a great learning curve for us, but it hasn't been easy, and we are so excited to get back to life as normal next Monday. So excited to welcome all of our Ironbarkers kids back into our classrooms for some great learning, for some moves forward, a bit of a return to normal, and that'll be great for kids to get a sense of back to school as normal. So yes, they're calling it phase 3. I don't know where phase 2 went, but we're straight to phase 3. And as I said, it's a great relief to us and we're really excited. Learning from home, therefore, as of this Friday afternoon, those platforms, those online platforms won't be managed anymore by teachers. The Learning from Home hub will remain there, and we'll use that in ways in the future that we'll let you know about. But those links will remain there, and you can always go to those and use those if you want your kids at home to be doing some other work and some other learning. Then there's resources there for you to use at any time. So back to the classroom it is. Monday morning. Make sure your kids bring a drink bottle along to school. Make sure it's got a name on it. We have been saying that already, but our bubblers are closed and we'd prefer kids not to be drinking from those places, but instead to have their own individual drink bottle they can look after and keep for themselves. Just a safety sort of a thing. If you've borrowed a device, a laptop or an iPad, please make sure that comes back next Monday so we can return those to charge in the classrooms back to their spots, and they can be used in the classroom from there. Any symptoms of illness, if kids are sick in any way, as usual, we would say to you, keep them at home. And I know that's a difficult thing for us, but as parents, that's just part of the role that we have to play. If kids are in any way sick, please keep them at home. The office staff will be on heightened alert, as will teachers, for any symptoms obviously relating to COVID-19. But any reason, please keep kids at home, and they can access sick leave as usual. It's just an absence through the central parent portal, or send us an email with any information about those absences. So the flexible learning arrangement, the flexible from home attendance arrangement will no longer apply. So if you have concerns about that, give us a call here at school or send us an email. But schools are safe. We're being told that children are safe at school and should return. And so all learning will happen here in the classroom, and you don't want to miss that. You don't want your kids to miss that progress that they can be achieving with their classroom teachers. We've got enhanced cleaning happening already here at schools over the last couple of weeks, and that will continue right through this term and onwards, is my understanding from the Department of Education. Spotless have been engaged to have an extra cleaner on site during the day. There's daytime cleaning happening, wiping down of surfaces with disinfectant, things like door handles and railings and those sorts of things that kids will touch around the place, cleaning of the toilets after each recess and after each lunch, which we'll continue to have in a staggered sort of fashion to minimise the numbers of kids on the playground, although that's difficult for us with 960 odd kids here at Ironbarkers each day. But we'll manage those sorts of things. There will be changes to the way we do some things. So obviously things like assemblies won't be happening, morning lines, those sorts of things. There'll be no excursions going forward until further notice. And all of the outside agencies like Scripture Teachers and like, some of our Talent Club and Young Engineers won't be allowed to restart until at least the beginning of Term 3. So for all of those sorts of things, there's changes around keeping our site safe, around keeping our kids cared for and safe here at Ironbarkers. So you can be really confident that our students will have good hygiene practices. They'll continue with those sorts of things with their classroom teachers, with washing of hands with soap as they come into the classroom, and after recess, after lunch, first thing in the morning, before they touch devices, those devices at the end of the day also being wiped down with disinfectant spray and things like that. So we're doing everything we can really, and our teachers are in a great mode of operation now to continue those things as kids, as there's 30 kids in the classroom, the full complement. So we'll continue with those sorts of things. Now, what I wanted you to do for me is fill out a 1-question survey. We've sent a link in that email. I'll post that as a PDF document for you to read if that's easier for you. And I'm saying everything pretty much in this little video. So if you've watched this video, you will have got all the information from that document as well. But go to that link, fill out that survey. It just helps us to know what gate children will be leaving from in the afternoons. And I just want to clarify this because it's a little bit of a important step for us, a confusing thing. Now, in the mornings, kids arrive across a half an hour, so there's less congestion during that time, and we're taking them down to classrooms a little bit early. So between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, the normal arriving time, any of the three gates will be open. So that's our bottom gate down on Caballo Street, our top gate up at Withers Road, and our main front gate is what we're calling it, the Ironbark Ridge Gate. That's the best place, obviously, to be dropping your kids, and that we're asking you to remain outside of the school site to keep our Ironbark Ridge School a safe zone for kids. The least number of adults on this site, the better. And that's the health guidelines. That's the advice being provided to us by Department of Education. If we can reduce the number of adults that don't need to be on the site, then that will reduce the risk to our kids. And that's what we're about. So please stay outside. Please say goodbye to your kids from the gate, as everyone has been really, really cooperative with over the last week and a half now. And please continue that. That'll go on until further notice. Now, the afternoons, they're a little bit more of a congestion point for us. So we're going to continue some staggered release. Now, our kinders and our year one students being our youngest, being the students who will be able to be less responsible for themselves and less able to carry a message to their teacher, they're all exiting the one gate. All kindergarten and year one students every afternoon through the front gate. So please don't try to pick them up at Caballo Street or up at Withers Road. All kindergarten and year one students will be taken to the gate by their teachers and will be released to you. So that's going to happen in a number of ways up the front there. The easiest way for you is by using our pickup zone. That's our car park pickup zone, and we're going to be asking people to continually move through that in the afternoon. If you've got children who are older, from year 2 up to year 6, please don't come up and try and park in that zone before 2:45, because we need that as a moving zone. So what we're doing is we're making some little name tags so the Singh family gets to be famous on my video. So these will come home to you in the next couple of days, the first day of next week, if that's your next day to be here at school. And what you can do with this is you can pop this up into the passenger side of your car behind that sun visor and flip it down as you come to school, and then we can see your car, the surname of the kids that we're looking for. So importantly, this has been the kids' surname that we've put on this. Teachers who don't know them can then call out, Singh kids, is there any Singh kids who are here ready to be picked up? And we can grab them for you and get them into the car at the pickup zone as quickly as possible. So you'll see how that'll help us keeping on moving along. You can also have this in your hand, bring it across, stand on the other side of the crossing there past Kim and hold it up, and the teachers will be able to see it, they'll be able to read it, they'll be able to find your kids, and they'll be able to help them get to Kim and across the road to you. That way we can all stay a good 1.5 metres, 2 metres apart if we can as adults. That's important that we maintain that outside the school grounds. Please don't stand and congregate. Please don't stand and have a chat to others. That's not the place for that. We really need that physical distancing employed between adults. Doesn't matter so much for kids, they're telling us. And so here in school, on the school site, it's a nice safe zone. But once you're outside, then we need everyone to maintain that distance from each other. That's for adults. Teachers will be doing it as well, and we'll be reminding you to do that, please, when you are waiting for your kids outside of our school. So in the afternoon, then our year 2 through to year 6 kids will be exiting at a slightly later time. So 2:45 is the early release for kinder and year 1. And our older kids, year 2 through to year 6, will come out at about 3 o'clock on the dot. Now, if you've got older kids who have a little brother or a little sister in kindergarten or year 1, they will actually leave at that 2:45 time. So we're going to keep the families together. So what will happen for us internally here at school is those older siblings will come to the meeting point up near the basketball court, near our big curved hangar roof. They will collect their little kindergarten or year 1 brother or sister, and they will move to that front gate. So they also will have to exit by the front gate. That keeps things nice and simple for our teachers inside. Once those siblings, the older siblings, have collected the younger siblings and have headed towards that front gate at 2:45, all of the rest of the kinder and year 1 students will be brought down. Now, Katush students will side off to the side there. They'll be brought away by the Katush carers at that point in time, and so they won't miss out. and we'll bring all the rest of the kids up the front. That way our kindergarten year 1 teachers can keep a good eye on where those students are and can make sure they're released to you. This is about every student being safe, every student being cared for by the staff of Ironbark Ridge, and it keeps things simple for us and we can keep an eye on these kids. So after that's happened, then at the 3 o'clock time, those older kids who don't have kinder or year 1 siblings will then start to be brought up by the teachers. And if they go to the other gates, that's okay then for them. They're old enough to know, hey, mum's told me the bottom gate, or mum's told me, or dad's told me the top gate. And those year 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 students can take themselves up there. There will be teachers supervising those other 2 gates as well. We will have staff on all 3 gates, ensuring that those kids get to you. So again, come along with your family name and hold it up for us. That will allow the teachers who don't perhaps know your child as well to at least call out the surname, and they can then eyeball you and they can make sure that those kids get safely to you. Every student is cared for, every student being delivered to you in the afternoon. That's really, really important to us. So a couple of other things then just to mention at the end. Cupcakes and things like that, celebrations around birthdays. We don't want kids to miss out on these things. So Doris and the Rigid Edge Fridge staff are continuing to offer that option of purchasing through the canteen, and they can be delivered to the classroom. And we know where those ingredients, we know about that preparation area, we know it's internal to the school again, from within this safe zone of our school. So that's important to do that. Canteen's obviously open. Rigid Edge Kids Fridge, is open for your lunch orders for recess and those sorts of things. And we've got kids, practicing the lining up procedures they would have seen you guys doing down at the shops as well. So those sorts of things will continue to happen. The uniform store obviously still open, just only online, but deliveries from our office. And if you want to ring and arrange a pickup during the day, that's fine. And otherwise we can deliver it home to you through your child's bag. School photos have arrived. They will be coming home very early next week through your kids' bags as well. So check out those things as they come. So I just wanted to finish off by saying, well done, Ironbark Ridge. It's an amazing thing for Australia as a nation to have done so well through this pandemic so far. But it is so far, isn't it? We can't relax. We can't stop what we are doing in terms of that physical distancing as adults. We can't let our guard down. We need to continue to do these things that are being advised to us by New South Wales Health, by Department of Education, and we need to work together. We need to continue with that working together. So we'll be following that health advice. Maybe 2 weeks down the track, I'll be back on here and I'll be talking to you about next steps that are something different. We may go backwards, we may go forwards, but we just continue to keep walking together as a community. And that's something that makes me really proud of the Ironbark Ridge community. We have done so well together. So thanks for listening. As I said, all this information's in the letter if you've missed something, and it's been great to chat to you again. So looking forward to next week. So looking forward to things being back to normal, and we'll continue to stay in touch. Talk to you soon.